Morning guys, quick video I think might interest some people. So what have we here? Okay, so because I didn't like the Behringer iNuke 1000 DSP case, first off I mounted it inside the subwoofer, and then I realised that I could buy an old Yamaha. This is actually a effect amp, so it had a centre channel and two rear channels for the old days where people added them onto their stereos. And it kind of works well because it's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 buttons, and the iNuke uses 5. It has some rotary knobs in the right kind of place, and a knob that I could make work for the gain control on the iNuke. So these buttons actually do work. You can see me messing about here. I actually want to leave that on PEQ. Crossover. Oops. Low pass 48, 63 hertz. Anyway, so I'll explain how I've done this. Obviously we've got the fan mod because the original fan's rubbish. So I'm going to take the top off. That wasn't very elegant, but it's because I'm doing it single-handedly. So we've got power input coming through around to here. I've actually reused the amp's original switch so I can turn things on and off. I've mounted piggybacks from the normal control panel. This goes to the display panel, and on the rear I've mounted using Cat5 cable between the original switches, which I've left intact, and the Yamaha, I'm just going to turn this off, the Yamaha PCB, which I've soldered onto. Know that I've had to cut between the traces. That took me a while to work out what was going on there. So just on there, a bit of a cable tie. So for the rotary controllers, one I've removed. So we've got one left here, but I'm using it in a bridged mode for a sub. So I've removed this one, I clipped it off and then desoldered. And then I've hot melt glued that into the bottom, just about to see. This is actually the original Yamaha, and it's just so that I can have the button there. On the right hand side we've got the gain control knob. Oh sorry, this is gain control. And that fits in just using the hex nut. So hold it tight, and I've got it in that orientation so that the knob looks to be in a reasonable position on the front of the amp rather than clocked all the way around when it's where I want it to be, so quite high on the gain. Yeah, sorry, this thing that's hot melt glued in is the rotary selector for the LCD panel. This is a standard kind of ribbon connector that you use up a hard disk. I've just chopped it, and then it goes onto the LCD panel here, and that's just hot melt glued to the front. Now, that's the good news. I actually did this project with my kids, my son who's 2 and my daughter who's 4. And when we were drilling, we had to drill out this hole a little bit so that it would fit. Okay, so here's the clue. These knobs you can pull on and off because they've got D connectors. It's easy peasy. This is the original Yamaha. This one is the Behringer knob, and you can feel it's detented, but you can pop these on. Now on the selector knob, because it has a push to actuate, you can go left and right and then push to actuate. You can't pull it off, so what I had to do, I don't really want to take this off, okay. I simply hollowed out the inside of this with a drill and a pair of pliers, pulled it off, and I have the original Behringer behind, and it just pokes on perfectly, so this thing can stay down here, but you can see this rotates all the way around, and you can push select it, and that's just hot melt glued in. Now, I need help, because whilst we were drilling through here, my son was helping, and I annihilated the board. So I knocked off a diode here. I'm going to try and get this as clear as possible. So D37 diode, got hit by the drill, and C47, the capacitor next to it. I think the capacitor's still working. I'll try and multimeter that in a minute. I think that's still working, it's just lost the top. But the diode, I'm not sure if it's working or if it's the wrong way around. I'm going to try resoldering it the other way around. So the error that I get is, you turn on, the screen fires up fine, and you can actuate it as you've seen. The problem I have, single red light, no red light over here. There's currently a model on eBay that has no working LCD, so I'm thinking to buy that I had to extend the connectors between the LCD and the main board and the daughter board for control, by the way. So I'm thinking of buying that from eBay and trying to fix it. I'll try the diode fix today, because the problem is I did it iteratively to a point, and then I can't quite remember when the red light first appeared. So there's quite a lot of things like this, all the soldering between the buttons. I don't think it's the display, because I don't think the display would cause this. It works well. Also, I had to cut because of these wires not being long enough and mounting. This is the rear. Check that out. Pretty good. I did this one. We did this one together and it ended up a bit mullered, but it looks quite good. So yeah, we had to cut this to make it fit flush because the other one would make it sit proud. I've metered that, and I think I've not gone through anything. I do wonder whether maybe the amp can see an open circuit here, because there's some sort of capacitor and an inductor here. So I wonder whether it can see an open circuit, because I've chopped through that. But I don't know, because I've left the actual inductors on. So I don't think it's that. But yeah, I'm at a point where I don't really know why I'm getting this red light. So I'm thinking to buy a whole new board, and then obviously the display is not working, so I can just clip mine into this other board. Process of elimination. But if someone's got any bright ideas before I do that, it'd be appreciated. Otherwise, I thought people might want to see how you can make an iNuke look. I think it's pretty smart. Get back on here. Okay, so I was talking about the detent. Obviously, normally with a Yamaha it starts there, but with mine I've got it to go all the way around there, because normally you want to be quite high on the gain, and I want, normally maybe set it like that. I don't want to look at an amp where the knob's all the way over here, so I just turn that through maybe 90, 180 degrees. Oh, hang about, you cheeky little thing. What's going on here? Okay. Let's try again. Okay, it's working again now. Let's see, it is project in testing stages. That seems okay now. Yeah, God knows how long this is going to last, but it was fun for the kids anyway. They love doing it with me. I'm just left up with the stage where I need to get it working and get it back on my sub. Okay, hope you enjoyed this.